grocery store and just did like a weekly haul, and I figured I would show you the very sad, boring things that we have been eating on repeat for our cut. So I love seeing what people eat, and we're very basic. But you might get some good ideas from this. I'll just kind of explain what we do with each thing as I show it. Okay, so obviously our proteins of choices are always like ground turkey, super macro friendly, as well as this chicken. I love this because, again, if you're gonna eat meat, you wanna find meat that is at least produced in somewhat of a ethical manner. So I like this. They also trim the fat, which is super cool. So next to fat free, Sean like lives off of these. So obviously water is like the best thing to drink, but this is super helpful if, as long as like artificial sweeteners don't mess with you. This is like maltodextrin and aspartame. So if you're sensitive to that, don't do it, but easy way to get in more water and also just kind of keep that hunger at bay. Again, this is for dieting. This is not for like, I have to lose weight, but this is a strategic prep mentality. Gum, if anyone knows me, they know I always have some kind of fruit flavored gum with me at all times. I have been like this since childhood. Rice cakes galore. Okay, chocolate, caramel, apple cinnamon. If anyone can tell me where I can find tomato basil, I would love that. These are like pre-workout, post-workout, super easy way to get in carbs. And then usually we just do like boil in the bag, brown or white rice, but this is all they had. Do a bunch of protein bars, aka glorified candy bars. I actually don't have a lot of room in my macros for these on most days, so I'll sneak these in on a refeed day, but Sean goes for like 2 of these a day. And then strawberries because they're in season. This is what I normally use for our chicken, or I'll put a little bit of this on Sean's just so there's some kind of like, you know, different flavor than just boring chicken. So pretty macro friendly. I love salsa I just do this with my turkey. It's just a good flavor. And then we do chips on like a refeed day. That's what I love. So a little bit of a cheat little process, but delicious. I use this to cook our turkey. This goes in oatmeal. I'm like the guy I'm from Elf. I'm Buddy. I love syrup, so I put that on everything, including my eggs. I have been like cutting down my caffeine, so I used to drink an entire bang a day, and I love those. But lately I've been switching to Alani because it's like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So I do a bang on a leg day. So I have 2 bangs per week, and then I just have these. So slowly but surely going down. I'm going to incorporate this into like my nightly dessert. So I'm going to do a little bit of yogurt with Jello and berries and Cool Whip as like a nice filling treat. And then egg whites are what I tend to live off of in a cut. And then obviously this one because it's macro friendly. Lots of cauliflower rice. So much cauliflower rice. Sean puts this in everything. This is my favorite. I think I've said that before. The sugar snap pea stir fry. And then triple berry blend. Cool Whip. Not very exciting, but it gets us through the week. And we eat out maybe twice a week. Welcome to my kitchen. So, easiest meal prep idea ever. Again, I think that meals should be simple and fast and healthy. And right now I'm going to show you what I'm going to make for Sean and my own lunch. I'm going to bring his to the office. So I generally make his first, but if I have time I make ours together. I just put mine in the fridge and I heat it up later. Anyway, so super convenient cauliflower rice. Some people love this, some people hate it, but it's when you're cutting, and right now Sean is in week 11 of prep, so right now we want as much volume as we can possibly get. A little pro tip, if things are broken, throw them on the ground and it breaks them up. But right now the main goal is volume, so you want to feel full between meals as much as possible. Again, especially when you're on such a extreme, I guess, like diet as Sean is right now, you're gonna be hungry and it's gonna suck. But if you're just like a, I would say recreational, like you're dieting to get ready for summer, like my goal, like you're still gonna be hungry, but it should not be to the level of a like fitness competition. So honestly, he and I eat about the same pre-workout meal, and it seems to work. It's just enough, but you're still hungry by the end of it. So The other one, I love this blend from Walmart. They have like a deluxe stir-fry blend and a broccoli. This one I like the best because there's no corn in it. I don't like corn. I don't like sweet mixed with savory. So that's my general goal. This is really good macros too. Has sugar snap peas, broccolis, green beans, yellow squash, red peppers, carrots, peppers, water chestnuts. Fantastic. I'm going to put 135 grams of that into my bowl. And I just weigh everything out on our cool little scale. Because if you aren't weighing your food, sure, portion sizing is great. But if you want to know, like, pretty close to what you're actually getting, then I would actually weigh your food. The bigger the goal, the more serious the strategies are going to be in order to reach that goal. So, look at that. Plus, this is awesome to eat the rainbow. Okay, so that's vegetables, and you might be, oh my god, that's like vegetable overload. Absolutely is. And then, for right now, Sean gets 120 grams of rice, and I also get 120 grams of rice. Right now I have brown rice. I just make this a big batch like 2 or 3 times a week, and it works really well. So, we will divvy that up. It's kind of sad how much rice you get versus vegetables, but if you distribute the amounts per bite, it's just enough. And the cool thing, so some of my clients might be like, well, I can't like do carbs, I can't do rice, it's bad for you. Rice is awesome because, especially if you combine it with a good lean protein and vegetable, rice is really satiating and filling. It's just a very satisfying carbohydrate to have in your diet. And that's, again, most of the times, like, serving size is a big deal. So if you're doing like 2 cups of rice in one sitting, then absolutely, yeah, that's probably too much because that's going to be about 480 calories just of rice. But for right now, for one serving, that's about 240 calories, and you might think, oh, that's really high. But if you think about adding more into your diet and pulling things out, so if you just had chicken and vegetables, that meal isn't real satisfying. It's not very pleasing. It makes you feel, oh, I'm being healthy, but then you're hungry. So the rice is great, even if you're not going to work out that day. That rice is just good because it helps aid your caloric adherence to your plan, and I would definitely recommend that because, again, we want satisfaction in our meals, and this is a great way to balance everything out. For most, like, everyday client, I would say to put in some kind of healthy fat as well, because fats are going to help balance out your blood sugar, as well as the protein is too. So just carbohydrates are going to kind of spike that blood sugar. So you want something that will counteract that. For right now, this is like a pre-workout meal, and we want that blood sugar to be a little bit more elevated, so that food gets into our bloodstream and used for that workout. But you still want to balance it out with some type of fat. So for me, I'll put a little bit of like sauce, and that will be a small amount of fat. But for, again, everyday client, this would be great with avocado, a little bit more fat source than what we are doing right now. All right, so then Sean gets 6 ounces of chicken, and I get 4.5. So take that off. Get a little bit more, and so I will. Right now, I've been just trimming like all of the fat off of the chicken before I make it. That way, it's essentially fat-free. There's some fat on it, but that does help with flavor. And I will just do, alright, that's Sean's. I get a little bit less chicken. And I've been putting like soyaki flavoring on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So, I love it. Anyway, that's it. Super simple, super easy. Being healthy doesn't have to be hard. Yum. I'm gonna go bring this to Sean because I'm so nice.
No pets. You've been abused. No one loves you. It's just me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
How you feeling?
We get a muffin on leg day. I'm gonna refeed. So I'm just focused on that. I think it'd be good. Add some caffeine.
You seem a little dull right now. Not dull, just tired.
I'm always dull.
Like the Clark Kent of Kent.
Mm-hmm.